So my question is for Mr. Friedman. I want to go back to the highway crashes statistics, because I mean, this is data that is quite clear, and I know we have to be careful on how to interpret it, but from Colorado and other states also, it's clear that drivers involved in fatal crashes, the percentage and the number of drivers who've tested positive for THC has increased considerably in Colorado and other states. I was wondering if you had any indications that, and it's increased faster, in fact, than the percentage of users, which is pretty striking. So is there any interpretation as the numbers of tests increased, or are there any other obvious reasons where we would see these results?
It's possible that some of it can be observation bias, that we're looking for it now than we more than we looked at it before. But I agree that I think it's a concerning statistic right now, and particularly because it actually shows up both in THC but also active THC, which does dissipate within 3 hours. And I don't know what to tell you and have the same problem with the fact that it is not keeping it's much above the pace of just simple what our usage data is showing us. So I think there's a problem here. I will say again, just to put the problem in context, Colorado's roadways are on par with anybody in the United States, and it's not. We don't have less safe roadways, and per 100,000 miles driven, you're less safe in Arizona than you are in Colorado, our neighboring state. And so I think it's a discrete problem that should be dealt with on its own, but certainly not wave the red flag public safety issue.
Mr. Kilmer?
I mean, this is one of those circumstances where you want to make sure you have a control group. Just because we see these increases in different places, you want to be able to understand, well, would this be happening for other reasons? So when I got cut off earlier when I was talking about this, there was an American Journal of Public Health article which actually looked at, used those same data, looking at Washington and Colorado, controlling for a number of other factors, trying to figure out if total fatalities actually could be attributable to an increase because of legalization. And they said no. That was their conclusion. There's also another working paper that I just saw, which has not been peer-reviewed, which I said uses a much stronger methodology. This is Ben Hansen up at the University of Oregon, which also doesn't find an effect. But remember, this is still very early, and this is a larger point I want to make is when we think about the health consequences, we need to look not only in terms of what happens in the short run, but also in the long run. It's still very early.
Thank you.
Thank you.